Good morning, participants, industry experts, and our customers. Uh, let's start with the session. Meanwhile, a few more attendees will join. So, it's really good to see a nice response from all the industry experts and interested attendees. So, we have 100 plus attendance today. So, to start with the positive note, good morning, all of you, and we welcome you all to the webinar on Smart Solvent Extraction Systems, designed specifically for chemical, pharma, and food industries. I'm your host. My name is Milind Sandane, and we would like to thank you all for taking your precious time to attend this live webinar. In this webinar, we will hear from experts and our esteemed customers who are also joining for this webinar. The webinar is focused on the basics of solvent extraction systems, pain points of the users, and some case studies of real implementations. One interesting highlight of this session is smart or IoT powered systems, and I'm sure you all are eager to hear from our today's speakers about this. Just a caution that we will have the question and answer session towards the end, and you can also send your questions in the chat box. So without wasting too much time, uh, let's start this session. And now I'll introduce our first speaker of the session, Mr. Dhananjay Khon. He comes with 20 plus years of experience in handling key accounts, developing channel partners, and business development. He is an MBA graduate from NMIMS Mumbai. He has worked with MNCs like Secure Meters, Lab, Belden, and Leone. He heads the business development at Instron Technologies and interacts with customers to understand the needs to offer them innovative solutions. Now, I request Dhananjay to take us all through this journey and the background of the organization and highlight why the users should listen to these experts from these two companies. Over to you, Dhananjay.
Thanks, Milind, for briefing on the subject. Myself, Dhananjay Noreshwar Khond. I am going to take you to the brief journey of Instron Technologies. Once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Engineers Day to all. I am delighted to welcome you all in the fascinating journey of Smart Solvent Extraction System on this Engineers Day. Before we dwell into the fascinating journey of Smart Solvent Extraction System, I would like to take you to the brief about our company, which talks about the cross-domain expertise, ROI-based solutions, and in the majorly into process and the engineering field. Our 2-decade experienced professional directors from the different industry background and the brief about their expertise. They started this organization in the field of test bench system, digital factory solutions, and the process plan. Our technical expertise achieved more than different projects with having a technical skills. This enables our journey and which shows the milestone here. From the last 10 years, we successfully completed the technical projects with the engineering skills. We show our expertise in the industry and the automation. We follow guiding principle with a unique culture to identify customer needs, to provide innovative solution with the integration capabilities and having a more focused on the customer. We also develop our proprietary IoT platform, Planton, which helps customer for the remote monitoring and uh, providing their production environment on the smart. With the vision of the industry 4.0, we also having a more than 200 plus installation across the industry. We have a wide range of the expertise in various industries, right from the manufacturing, process, and the government institution. Our presence is also across the globe, and we do more than 7 to 6 install base across the globe, including Canada, Australia, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and all. With the ROI-based solution and our cross-domain expertise, we keen to provide automation solution which easily integrate with your existing system. And our R&D capability approach, which enable us to provide customized end-to-end solution, which help our customer to provide reduce capex. Our diverse industrial portfolio consists of mainly process plant design and industrial automation, which cover engineering services, instrumentation engineering, and services. Also, we do provide skid plant, pilot plant, and the extraction system, which provide the customer various customized solution. We also into the digital factory solution called as smart factory solution, which enable our customer to have an industry 4.0 solution and having the multiple solution to their pain points. We also provide motor test bench system with a report user-friendly report generating tool, which help their customer to increase the productivity. With this diverse portfolio, our clientele base across the globe, which gives the confidence and reliability to our all customer and which gains us the repeat business from the clientele. We are serving this industry from last 10 years with the IoT platforms, IoT solution, digital factory, process plant, and the motor test bench system. I am quickly take you to the corporate video, which provide your more brief about our industry, more about Instron, and more about our solutions.
Share audio. Share sound.
Hello, I'm Milin Sainabe.
Hi, I'm Rafi Bokhe. Hi, my name is Rahul Shirode.
I have 19 plus years of experience into research, new product development, and Internet of Things.
I have more than 2 decades of experience in process engineering, automation solutions, and new product development. With me, I bring 13 years of experience in automation and IoT new product development.
Instron was incorporated as a proprietor firm in 2013 and Instron Technologies LLP was formed in 2016. Based out of industrial hub of Pune, Maharashtra, we have served 200 plus reputed clientele, and now we have incorporated Instron Technologies Inc. in Canada to serve the North American market. This makes us MNC with Indian origin.
Instron Technologies offers products and solutions into 3 verticals: process plants, digital factory solutions, and test bench systems.
In process plants, we help customers right from conceptualization to detailed engineering and also complete plant supply and installation. In digital factory solutions, we help customers monitor their critical parameters on the go by offering systems right from sensors, communication with existing PLCs, and then giving authenticate data to empower the decision makers. And in test bench systems, we provide end-of-line and performance evaluation test benches for, say, electrical motors, appliances like refrigerators and ACs and thrusters, etc. Our strength is our in-house expertise in automation, IT, chemical processes, and mechanical design. We leverage it to discover unmet customer needs and provide turnkey tailor-made solutions. Our solutions have helped clients to enhance their production and efficiency to achieve their sustainability goals. In order to accomplish our motto, let's grow together, we strive to foster a family-like environment within our organization. This has added in strengthening the bonds between team members, instilling a sense of responsibility for all we accomplish and increasing employee retention over time. We at Instron Technologies here innovate to improvise operations of customers worldwide in manufacturing industry, process industry, along with the research laboratories. To be a known face in specialized products and solutions in Indian industry, in process plant systems and digital factory solutions and test bench systems. We offer integrated solutions for various industries. We have been recognized as one of the 10 most promising industrial IoT solution providers. We are ISO certified, and we also got selected for DRDO Technology Development Fund and IDX initiative. With this, we look forward to expand our expertise in Canada, Australia, Sri Lanka, and Thailand. We have developed a young and dynamic core team and execution teams to help achieve the organizational goals. We strive to achieve the philosophy of growth at individual level and also at organization level. Because of this, we have leaders in our organization quote day-to-day decisions.
Thank you for patience listening and joining us. Let us take most of this from Smart Solvent Extraction System. Our industry expert take you to the fascinating journey of this webinar. Happy Engineers Day once again.
Thank you, Dhananjay, for helping users understand the background of the organization and its credibility. Now, moving on to the session, I would like to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Rohit Shinde. Rohit has completed his master's from ICT Mumbai, which is a premier institute in the subject matter. He comes with over 10 plus years of experience working in the field of solvent extraction, distillation, marine desalination, and condensation systems. He heads the process design and development at Instron Technologies. Over to you, Rohit.
Thanks, Milind, for the introduction. Good morning to all, and welcome to webinar on solvent extraction system. In this presentation, we will focus on introduction and basic principle of extraction, mechanism of extraction. Then we will see the solvent selection. We will see what are the equipments used for the extraction, then application of extraction, and needs of users with case studies. So first, we will see what is extraction. So extraction is nothing but separation. It is a separation process which is used to extract or separate one or more components from mixture of a solvent. The solvent is nothing but a liquid, and it has ability to dissolve a desired component. Okay, I hope everyone had a tea in the morning session. So this is the good example of extraction. If you see the method of preparation of a tea or coffee, that the flavor is extracted into the water from its tea powder. Here, water is acting as a solvent. So this is the example of extraction. The extraction principle is based on the solubility. As different components having different solubility, so at particular temperature and pressure. So it is important to select a solvent and controlling conditions such as temperature, pressure. So by selecting a proper solvent, we can able to separate the desired component from the mixtures. So in the mechanism of extraction, there are two steps. First step is a contacting step, and second one is a separation step. In contacting step, the feed mixture means feed contains the desired component which is to be separated, and the solvents, we can use the solvents like hexane, methanol, ethyl acetate, etc. Are exposed to each other at a definite temperature and pressure. And in second step, that is the separation step, this feed mixture and the solvent is separated using the different techniques like distillation, evaporation, and crystallization. This is the schematic representation of extraction mechanism. If you can see feed consists of A and B. A is a solute, which is soluble in a solvent. B is the inert, which is insoluble in solvent. And we are using solvent S as a solvent. So in contacting step, they are mixed together or exposed to each other so that the mass transfer will happen. And after some time, after definite time, we terminate the contacting step, and there is a possibility of formation of two phases. That is, one is extract phase and raffinate phase. Extract phase is nothing but it consists of solvent S and solutate, which is our desired component, and some traces of inert material. And raffinate phase is nothing but most of the inert and traces of solvent and desired component. Now in separation step, what we do, we used to separate the extract and raffinate phase using some methods like distillation, evaporation, or crystallization. But in sometimes what happen, extract phase and raffinate phase, which are insoluble to each other. And at that time, what we do, we allow to settle both the phases so that the two layers will form. One layer will be heavier and one layer will be lighter. So heavier phase we can remove it from the bottom, and lighter layer we can remove it from the top. And this is due to because of density difference between the extract phase and raffinate phase. Now this is the typical PFD for the solid extraction. Now if you can see the feed is reduced to particular size using size reduction and then conveyed to the reactor, or we can say it is an extractor. Solvent from the solvent storage tank is added into the reactor using the pump. And these there is also important factor that feed to solvent ratio to be maintained. It is also important to maintain the ratio. Then the solubility works more efficiently at particular temperature. So the reactor temperature is maintained using by provision of steam or hot oil. Due to the increase in temperature, what happens? Sometimes solvent vaporize and it is fed back to the reactor again by cooling provision. Now after some time, the contacting step is terminated and the feed mixture is passed to the filter so that unwanted component can be removed. And the remaining mixture is collected in a separate tank. Now here, if you can see the dotted line, below the dotted line, this is the contacting step, and all the equipments used in a contacting steps are here. And above the dotted line, there is a separation process. Now we have collected one separate liquid that is filtered from filter, that is solvent and desired component. This is we separate using distillation column here. Now what happens in a distillation column, we vaporize the solvent and the solvent is collected through the distillation column and collected to the solvent storage tank, so that it can recycle and reuse again, and so that we can optimize or reduce the operating cost of the overall plant. And the desired material is collected separately in a separate tank. Sometimes we need purification step, crystallization step to be added, depends on a material or depends on a process requirement. Now here, in a liquid or gas extraction, instead of this reactor in a contacting step, we can use the spray column, pack column, and tray column to mix the gas or liquid with solvent. There are some various applications like pharmaceuticals in a chemical industry. So extraction is used in a pharmaceutical industry to purify the components, pharmaceutical components. In chemical industry, it is used to purify the organic components. In petrochemical industry, also it is used. In metal industry, it is used to extract and purify the metal ores. Similarly, like environment remediations. So this is, I hope everyone understood the basic concept of extraction, and this is from my side. Over to you, Milind.
Yeah, thank you, Rohit, for helping users understand the basics of solvent extraction plants. Especially the example of tea is very well understood by all the users. Now, moving on to the next session, I would like to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Rahul Bhokre. Rahul is an alumni of MIT Pune. He comes with 2 decades of experience working in India as well as Middle East in the field of pilot plants, feed study, HAZOF, catalyst research plants. He is a co-founder at Instron Technologies and heads the process plant business vertical. Now I request Rahul to take us all through the smart solvent extraction systems and case studies.
Thank you, Milind. Okay, my colleague Rohit has explained you about the basic principle of extraction along with the different unit operations based on the feed variation. Now, I will take you through capabilities of Instron Technologies. As everyone is aware that before deciding any supplier, clients needs to identify it in proper way. What are the needs of the users? Basically, the supplier should have R&D capability, should help client for the optimum capex. Customization is another need for the extraction kind of plants, and again the OPEX should be minimum. As it's smart way. I will take you through the smart plant concept later on actually. So user needs one point solution for cross domain experts at optimum cost. So at Instron Technologies, we are having R&D capabilities, and there are few extraction examples I'll take you through. We have worked on one of the extraction of lemon peels or waste lemon, where we carried out the various trials on lemon peels. And there are, you can see the pictures. We just crush it, grind it, and again we did trials based on the different solvents and different temperature also. And after crystallization, we got the flavonoids. Basically, from the lemon extraction, people are extracting flavonoids. You might be aware that all over the world, the China is dominant for the supply of flavonoids. And even in India also, we are importing around 92% of flavonoids from the China. And we are happy to tell you that successfully we have completed the extraction process from the lemon, and we have prepared the detailed engineering package and submitted to our client. Another similar to the lemon extraction, another example is mango kernel. We have extracted oil from the mango kernel, which is one of the again waste product, and which is used basically for the moisturizing products in the various moisturizing products. And we have completed all the package work on this, and we have supplied this engineering package to one of our clients. And soon we are expecting the order for the extraction of mango kernel around 500 kg per day capacity of plant. Similar to the mango kernel extraction, we also considering the need of the farmer, we also work on the geranium extraction. We have developed the process, we optimize it and to get the higher yield. Basically, geranium oil is used in various places. It is used to for the stress reliever, anxiety, and again sadness, fatigue, and it also balances the emotions and as well as the hormones basically. So to get the more revenue to the farmers, we have developed the skid mounted plant which is movable, and number of farmers jointly can use the plant at their places to avoid again the operation cost, to reduce the operating cost. So we are going to launch that skid mounted system soon. Actually, another second aspect of the user need is reduce capex. What do you mean reduce capex? If the company or the supplier which is having the capability to think R&D point of view or the R&D approach, who can design or the size the equipment accordingly. So the expenditure on the equipment will be lower. So here, considering the R&D approach, we are designing the plants with all energy and material balance by using heat integration. And also as a part of the package, we work on PFD, material and energy balance. We supply the PNIDs. We also work on the data sheets, layouts, equipment design and fabrication. We do, after this, we order all the bought out atoms. We assembled at our place. We do the testing and communication with the inners. Then we supply, do the site installation, followed by trials at client place. We don't leave the client in between, however, but we help them to get the desired product. We help till end, basically. And considering the user needs, the another main important aspect is customization. As these solvent extraction systems are not the standard one, you need to work from research to the customization stage. Considering our cross-domain expertise, generally we are supplying all the plants to meet the client's need actually. Generally we start with the need finding base. And there are a couple of examples I'll take you through that we have supplied liquid extraction column to one of our client basically. The main purpose of the plant was they want to separate the demake from the water basically. The demake was again they want to reuse in their plant. So in this case, we have supplied the column, distillation column along with all automation and IoT based system. The packings were customized and designed by S-Cube mass transfer. Here, based on the, you can just see the feed is from the top, and again, sorry, MDC is fed from the top and feed is from the bottom. Because of the density difference, water was getting collected from the top, and mixture of MDC and demake was collected from the bottom continuously. And again, in the next column, distillation column, this demake and MDC was getting separated. Again, MDC was getting recycled back to this column. So this is typical example of liquid extraction. And because of these IoT capabilities, we could able to commission the plant by sitting in our office. Another example is solid extraction. Basically, we just supplied this plant to one of our clients for extracting pharmaceutical ingredients. Basically, the client did some laboratory trials. We started the discussion from the client, and again, we developed this from we developed the PFD, PNID, we did the detail engineering, we had a couple of discussions with the client. Based on that, we optimized the plant. Then we started the manufacturing, fabrication of the equipment. Then we ordered the bought out atoms. We assembled it at our place. And again, we supply and commission at the client place. You can just see on the top section of this skid, basically, this has different 4 to 5 number of vessels. These are having the facility to load the solvents and use different solvents. Again, the mixing in the reactor. This is first reactor is called as extractor. Second was a solvent recovery reactor, and third one was a purification reactor. In the first reactor, we used to load the solids manually. After that, the solvent was getting added at the different ratios, no automatically. There was no manual intervention. Sorry, I could not able to reveal all the name of the solvent and other details because of the confidentiality. We follow all NDA and confidentiality with the client basically. Once this feeding is done, then there are various stages such as means heating and cooling stage, followed by different steps has been followed. After there is one step called as settling step. Once it is got settled down, there was a challenge of again separating the two layers basically. Normally in the industry, people are separating the two layers manually by seeing the layer in the level gauge. However, here we have supplied the complete automated system by using the densitometer. You can see there are 3 tanks. 2 tanks were used to components based on the density, and third tank we call as a buffer tank, where we were used to collect intermediate products. And the beauty of it was we used to recycle these intermediate products in the next batch, which was helping us to achieve more yield basically. And again, the purified more yield and more pure product basically. Again, coming back to the smart feature, I think everyone is interested to know about the smart. What do you mean smart feature of the plant? Generally, the smartness is a need of an hour nowadays. What do you mean the smart things? Every client or every management would like to know the information on the go. What does it mean? Means during the operation, it should be user specific. So operator should have some access, partially access, and other access is going to the manager level, and the management data means management should have direct access to the plant to know all the what is going on, what is the production they are getting. Again, they should be aware on one click about the running cost. That is another important parameter considering the current need of the so client on the one click by using the smart feature, they will know the per kg production cost on one click. So it will help them again to be competitive in the market. And again, another thing, by using the smart features, you can reduce the downtime. Ultimately, how you can do it? By using the preventive maintenance software. I'll just explain you about in the next slide. To achieve this smart feature, Instron Technologies has developed one software called as Planton software. What we do in this software, we collect all the data from the different sensors, PLC, SCADA, even from third-party PLC also we can get the data, and we collected all the data in data acquisition gateway, which has been proprietary of the Instron Technologies. And earlier 2 to 3 years, we work on this, and we have many proven cases on this collection of the data and presenting it to. Then this data goes to the server, and from there you can access to the desktop or to the mobile access is given. Again, when I was just explaining you about the smart feature, where how you can reduce the downtime. There are some KPIs or all the things. During the start of the plant, what we do based on the critical equipment or instruments, we enter the data such as, for example, for the heat exchanger, you need a cleaning in between. Calibration of the instruments are required. Another thing is it should be done time to time. Otherwise, there is chances of batch rejection. Ultimately, the rejection will cause you the more loss of raw material. Ultimately, direct loss to the client. So in this preventive maintenance software, you are entering all the data, and the pop-up will come. So alert on the go. We call it alert. So alert, based on the alert, you can maintain the plant and to avoid the downtime. Another feature is you need to monitor, because this is not a 1 or 2 hours batch. Generally, these extraction batches are varies from 24 hours to maybe 15 days to 3 weeks also in some cases. So in that case, you need to monitor some critical parameters, maybe the temperature, pressure, or maybe density or viscosity. There are various parameters. So all the based on the managerial level, they can have all the parameter access on the mobile. So if something goes wrong, you can set the different alarms, and if the band if it crosses the bands, it will give the alarm. So manager can indicate the operator that he should correct, he should take corrective action basically. And also you can by using the smart feature, you can get the graphical trends which will use to optimize the process also. And one more important parameter is, as the management wants on the go per unit production cost. Here we have supplied to our client solutions where they can get on the go per unit production cost, which includes all the raw material consumption, the utility consumption, and using different parameters, and you can on one click they can find out the these things basically. And another important thing is health monitoring of the critical components or instruments. So this software includes health monitoring, so that by using that you can be ready for the special maintenance and maybe the spare parts. So which will avoid you the downtime, ultimately the loss of revenue. If the plant is suddenly down, you are going to lose your raw material, and you are going to lose the time also and energy. So this is another example where we have supplied the utility monitoring system, where you are getting the consumption of air, heat, air, steam, or maybe the chill brine, all this electricity, all these parameters are monitored regularly. And if it exceeds your defined criteria, then the alerts will come. So based on that, you can compare batch to batch consumption also, and it will help you to optimize the process. Ultimately, revenue can be increased. So this is about the smart solutions. So by supplying such kind of system, we could achieve the saving from 20 to 40% range. So we are confident, and we are expecting that we can provide the solutions which can help you to increase your saving. Thank you. I will hand over to the Milind now.
Yeah. Thank you, Rahul, for helping users understand the typical plant pain points of the users and how your organization has helped customers through relevant case studies. Now, most interesting part of the webinar is the actual user of this plant, Smart Solvent Extraction Systems, sharing his experience. I would like to introduce our esteemed customer, Mr. Kushal Karnani. Kushal is GM at Alkaloids Corporation, an organization working in the field of herbal extractions from the last 45 years, catering to both domestic and international customers. Kushal always drives his team and suppliers to implement modern technologies in his plants. Now, I would like to request Mr. Kushal to share his experience around the smart solvent extraction systems. Kushal, over to you.
Thank you, Milind. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Kushal Karnani from Alkaloids Private Limited. Talking about medicine, do you know how far back does medicine date, the Indian medicine date? It's about 3000 BC, and the first ever mention of extraction was in 800 BC. There is a book by the father of herbal medicine named Acharya Charak. And in his book, he used a chisel stone to extract medicine for the first time, herbal extraction for the first time. Since then, it has just been an uphill, and extraction is nothing but evolution now. The next step of evolution is the role of automation and smart solvent extraction in our system. With the help of Instron, we could develop a integrated smart solvent extraction where the molecule that we manufacture is highly potent for humans and consumed in metered dosage. Instron has, before getting into the role of automation and how it has helped us, I would like to talk a little about Instron. Instron the Instron team is a very comprehensive team where you have everything in one company. You have a chemical process engineer, you have someone from the mechanical field, you have someone from the automation field. And when my team proposed the idea to them, it they instantly got to work, and then they came up with an idea. They came up with the PLC SCADA based system that we've first, where everything was on one screen. On that one screen, we can we can transfer solvent from one place to the other. We can make sure that the potent molecule that is handled is sampled and also tested. The pH values are tested. We can also monitor the crystallization of the molecule by weight, where they have used load cells under reactors. By doing this, we have improved our efficiency, our yield, our the human what do you say?
Kushal, you're gone mute.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, Kushal.
Yeah, yeah. So OEL is nothing but the occupational exposure level, which where the bands denote, the higher the band, the more risk it poses to uh, human interaction with the molecule. The molecule that we are manufacturing is somewhere in the range of 3B and 4, where 6 is the highest. So here, by using the PLC based automation and the smart solvent extraction system, as mentioned by Mr. Rahul earlier, the equipment that they had provided to us, we have reduced human interaction with the molecule. We have increased our yield, and also there is something we never thought we would achieve. That is precision extraction. Precision extraction is nothing but the microliters also that are being added to the molecule help us getting a better quality of the molecule and comply with all the regulatory needs across the world. Uh, since we have started manufacturing this molecule, it is widely accepted by most of our customers in Europe, US, Australia, and India, of course. And that's all from my end. I'm sorry I was a little underprepared because I had another place to be at. But thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, Kushal, for taking out time to be one of the guest speaker in this session, being in spite of having a busy schedule. So
Thank you.
it was like worth knowing what are the smart systems and its benefits that you have achieved. I'm sure now the users can understand the actual world implementations of such systems. Okay. Uh, now, in line with the theme of the webinar, to address the pain points of the customers who needs systems at optimum capex, I would like to introduce our next enigmatic speaker, Mr. Chetan Sayankar. Chetan is an alumni of Amravati University and comes with 20 plus years of experience in India and North America, working in the field of biofuels, waste to energy, packing technology, and has several papers and patents to his credit. Chetan is now MD at S-Cube Mass Transfer Private Limited. Now I request Chetan to enlighten our guest on how we use as a team of S-Cube and Instron together can help customers meet their needs of supplying smart solvent systems at optimum capex.
Hello.
Chetan, just a minute. We'll just switch on the slides. Just give a minute. Yes, Chetan, go ahead, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Milin, and happy Engineers Day to all. Uh, Likely this Rahul and all the Instron team just to explain about the details about the distillation systems and how we can enhance the productivity of our plants. So basically, this type of technology, we are at industry 4.0, and we can definitely save capex and opex. So likely Mr. Rahul just explained about this distillation system, wherein we save more than 37% cost of capex by reducing down all these heat exchangers, everything on the downstairs, as well as this type of technologies. When we talked about the industry 4.0, we are actually moving towards achieving our goals in the where we are reducing actual real-time data. In encaching the real-time data, we are reducing the OPEX, and we can get more benefit out of it. So there are two ways to save the cost in entire technology. One is to reduce down your capex, by which we can do the designing. But if the real-time data is available with us, we can able to get it down our profit. We can increase the profit margin. So if we go with this type of IoT technologies, definitely it cut down your cost more than 25% for sure. And this has been rigorously seen in the solvent extraction plant what we have supplied. So we would like to take this technology upfront and wanted to use this. Most of the points are already been mentioned by Mr. Rahul. So we are very happy to use this technology in our projects, and this will enhance when we talked about the different technologies. So mostly we are taking care of, or we are adding the margins to keep us safe. But if we go with our product range, what we are supplying, we can definitely reduce down our materials based on because real-time data is available with us. So we can definitely take immediate action to have a consistent purity and the production range. Thank you. And definitely this type of approaches definitely help us. So these are some of our offerings we use for the solvent extraction, like structured packing and all those internal volume internals. And we are regularly supplying to our clients. Thank you. Thank you, Milind and Instron team for giving me opportunity to speak on this. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day to all.
Yeah, thank you, Chetan, for sharing the manufacturing and design capabilities backed up with your years of experience of supplying optimum design with patented technologies. I'm sure now the customers have got the feel of what this overall team can do. Okay. Now, having come to the end of our first section, in which our experts have shared their insights on meeting customers' pain points, like helping during feasibility studies through R&D, helping design optimum plants with reduced capex, and the most important part is how to operate plants efficiently by deploying smart technologies like IoT. This was also explained through one of our customers' real-time example. Now, I'm sure attendees of this webinar will find this relevant and would like to contact these experts from Instron Technologies and SQ for their queries and needs. Now, let's move to the next section of the webinar, in which all of you want to ask few questions to our experts. Now I open the floor to all the members to ask the questions. You can unmute yourself and ask one by one. Yeah. So till the time you all make your questions ready, I'll take first few questions that we have received in the chat box. Okay. The first question is it possible to extract targeted component in a single stage cycle? Question to you, Rahul and Rohit.
Yes, it depends on the solubility of component. If the solubility is more, it can be possible in a single step also. But sometimes if the solubility is less in a solvent, then we need to add a number of extraction steps in a to extract the desired component. I hope the answer you got.
I hope the answer given by Rohit has addressed your concern. Yeah. Now, moving on to the question from Nasreen. Yeah. Nasreen, can you ask your question?
Hi, am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Nasreen, go ahead, go ahead.
Yes. Okay, so thank you very much for this presentation. It was wonderful. So what capacity of the plants have you supplied?
Yes, till date we have supplied the plant with capacity of 500 kg per day capacity. However, we can, because of our customization approach, in some cases the plant needs to have very small capacity of 50 kg per day also. And we can go up to the couple of tons per day.
Okay, yeah. And I have one more question.
Yeah.
Have you installed any plant overseas?
Yes, not the extraction work, but we have supplied the plant for the distillation, multi-purpose distillation column to Thailand, one of our client in Thailand basically. And also we do work all these smart solutions to Canadian companies. We are closely working with a couple of Canadian companies to provide smart solutions.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. I hope Nasreen, this answers were sufficient. Yeah. Now we have the next question in our chat box from Prasen Hedao. Do you have lab scale centrifugal extractors for trials? And if it is successful, can you help us in design of commercial scale unit? Question to you, Rahul and Rohit.
Yes. Yes. Hello. Yes, we don't have the facility for the particular equipment which you asked. But however, we are open to discuss about your requirements, and based on that, we can confident that we will find out the desired solution for you, and we can have trials, joint trials, and we can conclude for your meet your requirement basically.
Now, the next question is from Kiran Deshpande. Can you design liquid CO2 flash extraction?
Yes, we work earlier on the CO2, CO2 for the high pressure CO2. We can definitely work on CO2 extraction. We will be happy to know about your requirement and happy to discuss about, happy to meet you and to know about your requirements.
Yeah, Kiran sir, you can speak.
To whom am I talking to? Am I talking to Rahul? Hello? Am I talking to Rahul or somebody else?
Yes, sir, you are talking to Rahul and Rohit. Yeah.
Okay, Rahul, I would like to meet you in your office. I had more than 30 years of experience and worked with petrochemicals as well as Godrej soaps basically. And I was handling this glycerin distillation and fat splitting as a chemical engineer in the years of 1986.
Oh, great.
More than 30 years of experience. But currently I'm working for different companies on test case basis. So I may have some requirements. And one of them is this liquid CO2 extraction of medicines. It's a flash extraction into the vacuum chambers. So I would like to come and personally meet and discuss with you.
Sure,
Is it?
sure, sir. We
I-
will be happy to meet you and to discuss about your requirement. And again, your experience will be value to us, definitely.
Yeah, I stay in Pune, so I can. I think your office is in Pune, right?
Yes, sir.
So, Kiran sir, will share the details with you. Thank you for
Okay.
showing the interest in being a collaborative friend. I'm sure that you must have got a feel of our capabilities and the experience. So, and also we got to know about your experience in brief. So, we'll be, as a team, we'll be happy to interact with you and take this journey forward.
No,
Thank you, Kiran.
certainly, because I currently in close interaction with the aluminum industry, and if you look at the aluminum upstream, which is like alumina refinery to the reduction reactions of alumina to aluminium, a lot of fumes are extracted, and then there is a big problem about extracting the solid particles out of the fume. So certain projects can be taken on the pilot basis with these big smelters, and there can be an opportunity which can be tapped. I mean,
Great,
so I
great.
am interested to meet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks for highlighting this point. So, we'll be in touch with you as a team. If you don't mind, can I take the next question, sir? Yeah. So, the next question is, why size reduction is required during the solid extraction process?
Yes, everyone is aware that the extraction is based on again the mass transfer principle. Based on the molecule size or maybe the different size of the solids, it will there is change in the availability of the surface area. So which will lead to the achieve the extraction in the proper way. Basically, we can get more yield kind of things. So reducing in size is most important, one of the important parameter. So that's why it's very important.
Thank you, Rahul. Are there any further questions from the attendees, customers, and students?
Yeah.
Then,
Myself.
assuming that there are no further questions on this, now
Hello.
I would like to conclude this session by saying thanks to all of you. Thanks to the attendees for taking your time for this session. Thanks to our esteemed customers for being part of this session, giving some references, and also to our experts for helping our users to understand and take the journey through from the basic solvent extraction plants to the detailed systems like the smart systems. Before I conclude, I think we have one more question. Do we have a question? Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Okay.
Should I go ahead?
So we'll share this presentation. Okay. Hello. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello there. Hello.
Yes. Yes, Shahid.
Yes, Shahid.
Go ahead.
Yes. Myself, Shahid, and I had a question regarding solvent extraction system. Actually, I am from a pharmaceutical background. In present, I'm pursuing a bachelor's in pharmacy. And my question to Rohit, Rahul, and Chetan is that there are several challenges which are faced in pharmaceutical industry regarding solvent extraction system, like selectivity of the solvent, and also there are some solvents which possess toxicity, and there are also challenges which are faced in solvent recovery. Uh, Also, there are challenges like process optimization, and at last there are problems with scale up. So how do you, or how can we cope up with such challenges? How can we counter that?
Yes, yes. Yes, thank you, Shahid. This is good question from you. As we told you, the user needs, you might have gone through our presentation. The first point we mentioned that the suppliers should have the capability to have R&D facility or approach with the R&D mind. So that is one of the positive point from our side. Our team comes with the R&D background, and because of that, selecting the solvent, while selecting the solvent, we can help the client to carry out the different experiment by using the different solvent, by changing the various parameters, temperature, pressure, and all the things. So definitely we can help you out and to reach to your production level basically. And your another question was with respect to solvent recovery. We have supplied couple of units for the solvent recovery. And when we were in Canada during early this year, we interacted with one of the industry. They are providing solvent recovery solutions, and the same solutions we can supply to the India. We have proposed couple of solutions to the top lead pharma companies, and we are just talking to them for that also, so that there are various options so that we can supply the system. They can have in their place also, or we can bring the waste and which can be processed to recover the solvent, so that again the solvent can be recycled as a fresh use. So there are various possibilities and opportunities are available. So we'll be happy to interact with you and have more detailed discussion on this front. I think am I missing something? What you asked? I think I tried to answer your 2 or 3 things.
Also, problems regarding process optimization and scale up, I asked.
Yeah, process optimization scale up. Yes, as I told you, being a R&D approach, we can from the laboratory scale, we can go to the pilot scale or skid mounted units, where you can do the process optimization. You can work on that definitely, and once you get some reference data, then which can be done for the process optimization by using the laboratory scale means pilot scale trials. And also for the reducing the capex, our engineering team is capable having cross domain expertise in the field of chemical, mechanical, again automation and IoT based systems. So with that help, definitely we will help you to optimize it. Okay, thank you, Shahid.
Yeah, so thank you, Shahid, and thanks to all the participants for asking the questions. For those who want to be in touch with us, our contact details are mentioned in the chat box, and you can also reach out to our pages on the LinkedIn and website. Okay. So with this, I would like to conclude this session, and as a usual practice, we'll be sharing this on a video YouTube as well. Okay. So thanks a lot. So with this, I will conclude and we'll come back to you with the next series of the webinar. Thank you and good day to all of you.